What's up, everybody? So I was watching an interview on David Pakman's show. It happened about 11 days ago, and that's with Cenk Uygur. Now, one thing I can't stand is when people who are friends are having these conversations, because to me, they're not willing to put their foot in the ass of their friend when their friend is wrong. See, when he went on and said, we've known each other for 16 years, so I just fear that you may be delusional, basically, on the fact that these MAGA people have a moral standing on what they believe in. I think they just would go whatever Trump says. Nope, you're wrong, says Cenk. Really? When in history were we wrong? Cenk, you are one man. You have only witnessed by going to ask a few of them. Did you ask all of them? No. Now, asking a few. Now, haven't you, David Pakman, went out there and interviewed these MAGA people? I'm pretty sure more than Cenk, because we didn't see Cenk out on the road asking all these questions of these Republicans. We saw you. We saw a bunch of other young white guys out there asking those questions. We didn't see Cenk Uygur, but you guys gathered so much data from all these people at all these rallies. And then Cenk's going to say, oh, I've been to a couple of them. I've been talking to some people on the ground, and I believe they're going to change. How many of them did you speak to, Cenk? None of them asked that question because they're friends with them and they're taking his word as actually a valid fucking thing. That's what happens when you're friends with somebody when you want to deal with facts, because then facts aren't number one. Your friendship becomes number one. You got the understanding by watching this that David Pakman and Cenk Uygur can go out and have drinks and be cool. I don't want to be cool with you. I want to hold your feet to the fucking fire. I don't want you to be sitting here trying to call up a friendship so that I don't light into your ass for fucking some shit up. And I expect that same thing toward me. You guys did not hold this man feet to the fire. When, Cenk, has anything that you're talking about ever came to fruition? You went on right-wing shows to get rid of Joe Biden. And then you want to blame Kamala Harris for not doing a good campaign. She had an excellent campaign. She had 3 months to do it. Cenk, you couldn't do it. You had the same amount of time to get in and try and win, and you sucked at it. But yet you got the answers. Somehow you're going to come in and tell a woman who raised $1 billion in 3 months that your janky ass couldn't make that amount of money in a lifetime. And it was a bad campaign? No. She had people like you that call yourself leftists out there trying to destroy a campaign. You tried to destroy the Democrats, and then now you kissing the ass of Republicans saying that they got some ideas because they tried to cancel you for trying to fuck over the Democrats that you say that you cared about the truth. Then you try to break it down. There's bad people on both sides, so, the Democrats will do the same thing. I noticed something with Cenk. Cenk tries to justify what the Republicans do by saying the Democrats do it too, but never giving you any evidence of the Democrat people doing what he's saying the Republicans are doing. He just said they do it too. What do they do? Name a person who did it. They never go into it with him. Why? Because they're friends with him. Again, I don't want to be your friend. I'm going to hold your feet to the fire. And David Pakman, you sucked for that. You out here trying to be their best friends. You used to be able to go at people and actually tell the truth about shit. And you sat here and let this man say, well, that's what the Dems did. Oh, yeah, they didn't run a good campaign. Say what? How was it a bad campaign? Just because she lost don't mean it was a bad campaign. You know what his campaign was? Racism and fear. It's hard to beat those in 3 months. You guys can't even come up with something that she did wrong. She just lost and you're just saying something that she did was wrong. Tell me one thing that she was going against that it was just wrong, that the Republican Party wasn't doing the exact same thing. Talk about Israel. She said she was trying to work on a two-party state. Trump says he wants to annihilate. How the hell is she wrong on that? A black person can't defeat racist people with a racist person being the leader. And then y'all try to say, oh, bringing up race and shit like that's a problem. Why is it a problem? It's a reality. And she didn't bring up race. Republicans did. Eating dogs, Haitians, Mexicans being rapists. They brought up the racism. They brought up all the dog whistling. And she didn't bring up race not once. Y'all talk about Democrats not fighting. And then you come up and capitulate and say that's the best way to do it. We got to kiss their ass somehow. And they're loving every minute of it. It's been over a decade now of Donald Trump taking this country to the fucking gutter. And instead of actually trying to figure out what the problem is, you guys are wanting to capitulate and say, oh, okay, we must have did something wrong. No, You didn't play the racism. Let me tell you how the Democrats could have won. If they stoked the fear of racism and said the Republicans were the ones bringing in these people. You know how they could have won? If she had said that the only way we can fix this country if we get all these people with these visas that are coming from other countries that are rich and taking your jobs. Instead of talking about the Mexicans and all these other people who were poor coming in and getting these quarter an hour jobs, what about those white people coming in from other countries? Why don't you guys focus on them? We got to get them. If she had stoked the hate and the fear, she would have won. You guys said run a better campaign. Please tell me what she could have done to run a better campaign. You don't fucking know. Those are just buzzwords to say she didn't win. It's her fault. No, black people recognize what the fault was. You guys are all talking out the side of your fucking ass. You don't have not one reason why. She could have said this. She could have said that. That wouldn't have done it, and you know damn well it didn't. Their fears were the other. She was one of the other. They literally said, she used to be Indian, then she's black. That didn't have anything to do with race? You ain't fooling nobody but people of your own culture and race. Black people see straight fucking through you. Straight through you. And now you want to gaslight us and tell us that you're going to make the impossible happen when everybody tried to talk logic to Republicans and they were like, fuck y'all. You trying to come back and say, well, we got to get in there and speak logic. Dumbass, we already did that. Where'd it get us? Nowhere. So now you think they want to listen. Okay. You keep on running down that dead end and black folks going to go the other direction and do what's right for us and by us. And we'll see who will win this. You going in circles where black people have been and it hasn't fucking changed, or us going in another direction because we don't seen this game before. This is the exact same play that's been playing on for 400 fucking years, and y'all act like it's brand new. We see you. It's not an invisible game. We got this. Black folks, unite. It's about time we show these idiots what it's all the fuck about. This country, we know better than they know. Racists know it very well, but these fools trying to capitulate to racists, they ain't doing nothing but kissing and shoe shining and tap dancing to try and figure it out when we already got it on a wrap. Black people got this on lock. So keep on keeping on with this fucking charades of, guess what happened this week? You don't fucking know. And I'm going to call it like Cenk likes to call it. Cenk, you're in a dead end. Ain't nothing you fucking saying is working. Everything you saying is a complete and utter fucking lie. Your friends won't tell you. Ain't nobody else going to tell you. But you keep on saying, they. Donald Trump Jr., produce a they, bitch. Produce one. Let us see one of these Republicans you talking about that believes this way. Produce them, bitch. I'm tired of your fucking talking. Produce them. Let me see 15 of them on your show saying exactly what the fuck you're saying. Otherwise, you are Donald Trump fucking Jr. They, them, they talk about who are they? Exactly. You're a simp. You contort to better give it what the fuck you want to get. You have an agenda and it ain't for the people. It's for you. Getting all happy about, they like one thing I say, Mouser. Black people already don't been down that road. They were the ones that got into the house. Now we got our own house. We ain't going back to trying to get into their house or work in their fields. You can do that all you want. We know the end of that play. You end up a slave. Yeah, we're for freedom. You keep doing that bullshit, tap dancing, and see how it worked for you, Cenk. We'll see in 4 years or so how wrong you are and how right black people are. Keep it moving, bro. Keep making us laugh at your stupidity. And your little friends, like the Pakmans and all that shit, that capitulate to you and say, I fear that you are being naive. No, you're a dipshit. You're not being naive. You're dumb fuck. Why? Because it's been played before. Have you not seen this play? Hell, you tried to do it and you failed. You tried to come up there with your ideas, or we should do this and we should do that. And what did Democrats and Republicans say to you? Get the fuck away from me, flea. Shoo, fly. And so what are you trying to do? Gain some type of power amongst other people that don't give a fuck about you so that you can get some importance, because you know the Democrat Party done left your ass behind. Not because of your ideals, but because you tried to destroy the Democrat Party and took part in what happened to Joe Biden. And you thought you did something. Yeah, you did. You ensured a loss 3 months until. I'd rather would have lost with that old dude than put that black woman through the hell y'all put her through, and then to tell her that in 3 months she accomplished something that no other person running for president has ever done in the history of this fucking country, that because she ended up losing and you guys capitulated knowing that she had more ideals that were your direction than Trump, and you still went on these right-wing shows and agreed with them and validated them, and you want to blame her for it? No, bitch, I blame you and people like you. Also the Palestinians who were like you, the Latin people who were like you, the black people who were like you, the ones who weren't of the 80% black people and the ones who were not of the 92% black women. I blame y'all 100%. I don't blame Kamala at all. We had her back. She had the better plan. She had the better idea. Most of America did not have it. And that's why I say, black folks, you need to divorce yourself from all these fucking idiots. You know what the fuck is going on because you've seen it. It's not because we're clairvoyant. It's because we've been there. We've seen the playbook. They're acting brand new. We know what to do. We just need to do it. Carry on.